Fun gag, right? And I saw Tenet, and it was pretty good. And that Christopher Nolan sure knows how to make a good old movie that you shouldn't watch during a pandemic. But the movie reminded me that Christopher Nolan actually has a signature technique to blow your mind during movies. And this dingus even told us early on in his career in 2006. Watch Alfred talk about it in The Prestige.
Every magic trick consists of 3 parts. The first part is called the pledge. The magician shows you something ordinary, a deck of cards, a bird, or a man. The second act is called the turn. The magician takes the ordinary something and makes it do something extraordinary. But you wouldn't clap yet, because making something disappear isn't enough. You have to bring it back. That's why every magic trick has a third act, the hardest part. The part we call the prestige.
So fundamentally, Christopher Nolan brings a simple idea, something ordinary like a dream maybe, and then adds a little bit of stank on it and twists it around, like manipulating your dreams and maybe like putting an idea in someone's head, which is the turn. But then at the very end, he has the prestige, which is flipping everything on its head by giving you a little bit of information and recontextualizing the entire story. And this maneuver is pretty complex. This maneuver is gonna take you 50 years to... That didn't even... Yeah. And we literally see this in all of Christopher Nolan's big movies. But before we get to that, I need to thank our first sponsor on this channel, which is, of course, our patrons. Thank you guys so much. It means so much to have your support. We've been super blessed. We launched the Patreon 2 weeks to we didn't announce it or anything. We just kind of mentioned it on streams, and a bunch of people came to hey, look at all these people. Look at all of them. If you guys want to support us and hang out, we actually came up with this idea on our private Discord for our Patreon. So if you want to come have fun on there, we're trying to get an Among Us game together. Come have fun. So if you want to join us on there, please check out our link in the description and consider supporting us. But we need to go deeper. So let's break down how this magic trick, this 3 steps, apply to all of his big movies. And by the way, a little bit of audience participation for you. You can usually call out the prestige moment by saying, "this whole time," because it usually pertains to the entire story. So say it with me when we get to it. Okay, enough lead up. Let's talk about his big movies, and spoilers for his big movies. Here they are. Spoilers. So number 1 is Memento. The ordinary thing is that there's a guy with short-term memory loss, but the twist on it is that he's hunting for his dead wife's killer, and everybody around him is lying to him. But the prestige is that he's been lying to himself this whole time, and he actually did already find his wife's killer, he just can't accept that. Number 2, the prestige, where he states all of this out. The ordinary thing is that there are magicians in this world doing stage magic, but the twist is that there's a trick that's so good that it feels like real magic. But the prestige is that real magic exists this whole time. Thanks, Nikola Tesla. Also that Christian Bale has been 2 people this whole time. Double twist. Number 3 is Inception, where the ordinary idea is dreams. But then the twist on it is being able to implant ideas into somebody's head by going into their dreams. But then the prestige is that Cobb could have been dreaming this whole time. Or maybe he's still in a dream. I don't know. It's been 10 years. I don't know. Leave a comment below if you know. Number 4 is Interstellar, where the ordinary thing is that humanity's doomed if they stay on Earth. But the twist is that we can save them if we go on this space odyssey and hang out with some 4th dimensional beings. But the prestige is that Matthew McConaughey was the 4th dimensional being this whole time. And he high-fived Anne Hathaway. And number 5 is Tenet, where the ordinary thing is violence. And the twist is what if violence go backwards? And then the prestige is what if whole life go backwards? And I'm gonna leave out the Dark Knight trilogy, that's kind of like its own thing. But in the comments, let me know if you found the 3 acts, the pledge, the turn, and the prestige for the Dark Knight trilogy. I ain't gonna do it here. It's not just these movies. Let's apply this to some other big series that have big old twists in them.
Whoa, guess what? Stinking Alan bonus alert. We're gonna be talking about Total Recall. Total Recall, the normal thing is like, hey, we're all in the future, and in the future we get to take nice little vacations in our own craniums into wherever we want to go, right? But the twist is Arnold Schwarzenegger decides to become a secret agent in Mars, but he was the bad guy in his own mission the whole time. And the worst part is, women with 3 tits don't exist. That was the end of Alan's big boy bonus. You guys like it? Or
do you feel different? Sweaty. Okay, let's move on. So number 1, Star Wars, where the ordinary thing is that Luke is some podunk kid in the middle of nowhere, but the twist is that he becomes an awesome pilot and a space wizard, but the prestige is that the worst space wizard was his father this whole time! And number 2 is The Sixth Sense. Of course we're going to talk about it, where the ordinary thing is that Bruce Willis is a child psychologist, but the twist is that his most recent patient can see dead people. And the prestige is that he was dead people this whole time. And number 3, let's do Harry Potter, why not? Where the ordinary thing is that there's this wizarding world, but the twist is that there's a wizard Hitler, and to destroy him, you need to destroy all of his Horcruxes. But the prestige is that J.K. Rowling was transphobic this whole time. Okay, that last one was just for me. But now you can see how you can apply this and make a story that people are thinking about for a long time. All you need to do is take an ordinary idea, like socks, and then twist it up, like socks can talk, and then have a prestige, where I was socks this whole time. Probably better than that. So I hope this helped you see mind-blowing movies in a different light, and hopefully it'll help you write your own little mind-blowing story. In the comments, let me know other movies that fit this formula. A couple that come to mind are Us, Fight Club, and The Usual Suspects, so break those down in the comments. And in the comments, leave me a mind-blowing story with The Pledge, The Turn, and The Prestige. And blow my mind. I'm here for it. And if you like this video, we have way more on the channel breaking down different storytelling techniques, so go check those out and consider subscribing for more in the future. And if you want to hang out with us Wednesdays on stream. Wednesday 6 p.m. we do streams where we just kind of do something film related that's interesting, or we just play a video game and hang out. And it's probably one of my favorite things that we've been doing recently.
Sorry if this is making you dizzy, but watch this. I call this...
Dude, look at you. Dude. And if you really like what we've been doing, please consider supporting us on Patreon. We make no money from the channel right now, so it would really be amazing to have your support on our Patreon and get your input on what we should do on the channel. And I think that's about it. I think that's fine. Now, if you excuse me, I got something cooking in the oven, but the timer's going backwards.